Welcome indoor cycling fans for this race on SUKI's playground. Call it an intermezzo race if you want. First race after the pretty hard Flamme Rouge racing. And just 1 week before round 3 of the Zwift Racing League. And today we have 5 riders from the team. We're all sort of recovering from Flamme Rouge. And as you can see on the mini-map, all categories race together with the Cat A riders in front at the moment, having a small gap already. So a few Cat B riders in that group. We will mainly focus on RF today. And zoomed in on him. There you can see Bastian Seifert. So check out all Fast Forward team members in the blue and white jersey. It looks like all members of the team are in front of the first group, except for Kurt Bortels. He's 2 seconds behind. Hopefully he's still able to bridge that gap. "111 riders in this race. Most parts of this race are flat, except there's one small climb. It lasts for about 2.5 kilometers, or at least that segment. And for sure that will be the spot where people will try and go on the attack. The group behind is closing in. Where's Bortels? Here he is with the white helmet. So now all members of the team in the first group. And, apart from Lennart Pol, Dutch rider from our team, we're all Cat B riders, and Lennart is a Cat A rider. You can see him there on the left in the front. In the blue jersey with that green cap. As you can expect, most of the riders in this first group are Cat A and Cat B riders. There are a few Cat C riders. Racine from France, Son from the USA, I think. Not sure. So good job from those guys. And even a Cat D rider from Germany. You will see some parts of this race. We will fast forward. So whenever this black screen pops up, something will happen. So as you can see now, 2 times the speed. And this will happen on a section where not much is happening in the race. Now we switch over for a brief moment to Bastian Seifert with the blue cap. Now to Radoslav Žuty from Poland. all the team members. Here's Kurt Bortels from Belgium. And Leonard Paul is in the front. Couldn't switch to him. Back at 2 times the speed. Focusing on RF. .5 kilometers into this race. And more or less 40 riders in this first group. And, we're closing in on an important part of the race. At 5.2, here's where the Castle KOM starts. In the beginning, the inclines are pretty much non-existent. Once we close in on the wooden bridge, that's where the attacks will start to happen. So back to normal speed. And there on that right turn, there's the wooden bridge. Just right after that, the climb will start. RF needs to use his drafting boost to close in. Now let's wait and see what all fast forward team members can do here on the climb. Can they keep it together? Of course, Leonard and Radoslav, maybe the strongest riders in the team at the moment. At least in this race. It looks like RF is in first. It's now passed by Leonard, moving up. Also Radoslav is in the front. Here he is. With white helmet is Kurt Bortels, and it looks like RF has to leave a small gap, has to push on. Now Bortels having trouble to keep it up. Once again a strong push from RF. Looks like Leonard's in the front. Setting the pace, hopefully his team members are able to follow. There's Radoslav on the right on that blue Tron bike, white helmet. So for sure there's 3 team members in the front. Leonard Paul from the Netherlands, RF from Belgium and Radoslav from Poland. There's one rider in the front really pushing on, stretching out the pack. Ref has to dig deep, manages to do so. Now almost 3 fast forward team members side by side, but it looks like RF is struggling at the moment. Once again, another push. 6 watts. Closing the gap with the guys in front. As you can see on the minimap. The entire pack stretched out. A few Cat B riders are being dropped. Important moment in the race. It looks like RF has to let go. Can he close in? He's definitely trying. See, power is dropping. Doesn't look like RF is able to bridge the gap. He has to push on to stay close with the 4 riders just up ahead. Gap with the group in front, 3 seconds. Can these 5 riders close in on the first group? Gaps increasing. Switching over to Bortels for a brief moment, really brief moment. Back to RF. Now Radoslav in the first group. And also Leonard. And here's Bastian at the moment in 40th place. So situation, we have Radoslav and Leonard from the team in the first group, RF in the second group. And Bortels and Seifert are behind. At least 28 seconds behind on RF. It won't be easy to bridge the gap. I think it's nearly impossible. Time difference 11 seconds. Stevenson from the UK is trying to bridge the gap, doing a 5.3 watts. RF trying to take his wheel. The difference is decreasing. Also Geisler from Germany is pushing on. Also the second group is strung out. It looks like they're slowly closing in on the first group. Good job in that second group. Maybe if Leonard and Radoslav are not doing turns in the front, maybe RF can return. Still Stevenson from the UK pushing on. He's now only 6 seconds behind on the first group. Of course, they're still not there yet. The first group is a lot bigger. It looks like in the first group there's one Cat A rider really pushing on. He doesn't want to have this second group back in the front. And difference once again 8 seconds. But everyone in the second group is really working hard, taking turns. You can still see them. Definitely a good job from everyone in this group. We're closing in fast, only 6 seconds. RF at the back. Maybe it's his time to take over. He's moving up. Stevenson trying to sprint away, and RF in his wheel, doing 7.4 watts. So the second group is really pushing on right now. 5 seconds. Are they able to bridge this gap with that bigger group with Cat A and Cat B riders? Now Somerset from Norway with a strong push. Time difference 4 seconds. They're almost back at the front. Of course, they wasted a lot of energy. Hopefully they still have something left. And they reach that second climb segment of the race. But okay, first things first, job well done. They're back in the front. So now there's 3 fast forward team members in that first group. Leonard, Radoslav and RF. And immediately 2 riders trying to break away. I'm not happy with those 6 riders returning in the front. So they're pushing on. First group strung out. Okay, the breakaway didn't succeed. Everyone almost back together. .1 kilometers into this race, 21.7 left to go. Geisler pushing on in the front. Remember, he was also working hard earlier. Here we are again at the Castle KOM. So it would have been better if they caught up with that first group earlier, so they could rest a little bit. It is what it is, and RF struggling maybe at the back. It looks like Leonard's in the front. Indeed, Leonard's in the front, side by side with RF here. One turn to the left, one to the right, and we're back at that climb. Just like in that first lap, RF struggling a bit at the back, has to close the gap. Lost some energy already. He has no power up that he can use. He has to push on right now. Leonard and Radoslav still well positioned. It looks like RF has to let go. Reaching that gap costs him too much energy. Also Somerset is being dropped. So we're speeding things up once again. So it looks like RF has been isolated. There's a big group behind, 1.4 seconds. And that's the group with Bortels. Hopefully Bortels can hold them off. Because it's not interesting to get back a group of Bortels. You can only gain one position here with RF. There's two riders, just behind on RF, 30 seconds. Koster, Lawrence and Somerset, it's 3 guys. But even then, I think it's better for Bortels to hold him off. But it looks like he's in first position in that group. So maybe he's pushing on. And 1.11 seconds behind on RF. So the situation for the team, Leonard and Radoslav in the first group, RF isolated by himself, and then followed by a group of 3 riders. And in the fourth group there's Bortels. And 20 kilometers left to go, 16.8. Left to go. Here's Bortels in the front. So I think maybe he should hold off. We're really closing in, 59 seconds. So maybe he should fall back in that group. sit back, do nothing. And hopefully RF is able to hold on. Gap's increasing. Looks like Bartels is still in the front. The group behind on RF, only 2 riders now. Somerset also had to let go. So there's a Cat C rider, Koster from the Netherlands, and Lawrence from the UK. And here's Bartels. Brief moment, but looks like he's still pushing on. Time gap 56 seconds. Maybe RF should wait for Koster and Lawrence. It looks like Bartels realized it's better to do nothing in that group. Brief moment there, sitting back. And the time gap increases. So good job there from Bartels. Realizing it's better for his teammate. And Koster and Lawrence closing in. Back to a normal speed. You see it, Lawrence and Koster joining up with RF. Time gap with the group behind, 50 seconds. Bartels not at the front, as you could see there for a short moment. And we're closing in on the Castle KOM once again. And these 3 riders stay in front of the group with Bartels. Time gap 48 seconds. It looks like there's one Cat B rider just up ahead. 18 seconds in front. It's Dennis from the UK. The first group looks like 1 minute in front of a group of RF. Once again, 1 left turn, 1 right turn on the wooden bridge, and the climbing begins. And just like in every lap, RF has to leave a few meters. Starts the climb with a 1 second time difference. Dennis is 4 seconds in front. Okay, at the start of the climb, it looks like RF is closing in. Doesn't even really have to push on. Now he is. No problems for him. And here's Dennis in the green jersey. Time difference with the group up ahead, 50 seconds. Sure, it won't be possible to bridge that gap. So it's definitely better for RF at the moment. Remember, he was isolated earlier in this race. Now in a group of 4. So it makes the task a bit easier to stay in front of the group behind. As you can see on the right, Bortels not in the front. So good job there. The first group with Leonard. So 1 minute 46 seconds in front of the group of RF. So Leonard's still at the front of the race. Not sure where Radoslav is. In a way, this is a moment where RF should be able to attack, but then again, he would be all by himself, so maybe it's better to stay in this group. He's now slowly moving up. We try and do something on that last part of the climb. Not at this moment. Actually, they're really closing in on the group up ahead. 45 seconds. I'm not sure if they are able to bridge that gap. It looks like RF in the front. Now dropping power once again. For sure he decides to stay with these 3 riders. Switching over to Bortels, he's on the climb. Maybe he can try and drop a few riders. Here he is. Let's see how well he's doing. Back is strung out, but still everyone's together. Now speeding things up once again. So the group of Bortels all together. The time difference with the group just up ahead, increasing once again, so they won't make it, with only 9 kilometers left to go. The time difference with the group behind, more or less a status quo. Switching over to Radoslav Žutý. still in that first group together with Leonard Paul. So a good job from Radoslav. Switching over to Leonard. So good job from these two riders from the team. Still in that first group. The race will be decided by a sprint, especially in that first group. So hopefully they still have some power left. Switching over to Radoslav, brief moment there. .2 kilometers left to go. Here's Kurt Bortels sitting back. Job well done. Back to Radoslav and back to RF. Definitely a decent race by RF. And here's Radoslav. He's struggling. More or less just the same like RF was struggling. Here you see it well, he has to leave a gap. Of course, it's the final part of the race, so all Cat A riders will be pushing on. Switching over to Leonard. You see it well, they're really pushing on. Switching over once again. Leonard in 6th. A lot of Cat A riders doing 8 watts and even more. In the group of RF, it looks like the only Cat C rider is trying to break away. Using the sprint power-up. That helps, of course. And, no reaction. Now there is. RF trying to bridge the gap. In, almost 7 watts. That was easy. Mister is caught already, but nice try. And immediately, looks like now Dennis trying to break away. Really pushing on, 6.7 watts. Once again, no reaction in this group. 3 riders looking at each other. Last time the Castle KOM. Looks like the breakaway of Dennis will succeed. So that means that the 3 riders in this group don't have that much power left. So they will look at each other right now. Time difference with the group just up ahead, only at 33 seconds. Actually, they came pretty close. And, Dennis almost has a 10 seconds time gap. Now he has. Closing in on that last climb. Once again, left turn, right turn. And one final push needed. So a great attack from Dennis. And once again, it's Koster trying to break away. Definitely a good job from that Cat Sea rider. Lawrence bridging the gap. And once again, RF a few meters behind. Pushing on, using his featherweight already. Pushing on, trying to break away himself maybe. 7 watts. Dropping power. He realizes it's not going to work. Now it seems like Koster has to let go. 2 seconds behind on RF. Lawrence taking over. Dennis just up ahead is closing in. And a rider just in front of him, only 6 seconds behind on the Dutch rider. But, let's focus on the fight between Lawrence and RF. Koster still 2 seconds behind. Final kilometer and RF pushing on. 7 watts. But it doesn't look like he's able to keep it up. Well, Lawrence pushing. Maybe RF went a bit too early. Trying to push on. 5.4 watts. 700 meters left to go. Lawrence 10 meters behind on RF, closing in rapidly. Here he is. Of course, with the sprint power up, that helps, of course. So RF won't be able to bridge that gap. And Koster is 4 seconds behind, so it looks like RF will finish in a 23rd position. Good race. Maybe one final sprint. There he goes. 12.5 watts. So a good sprint at the end. Good race. Here's the ranking. So Leonard, of course, in Cat A, finishing in 7th. And in Cat B, first of the team, Radoslav Žutý in 7th. So hopefully you enjoyed this stage. Join us next time. Ride on.